We're gonna have a good time. You guys ready for this? All right, guys. Today's class is going to be mostly ab focused, but we are going to also work the hip flexors and a little bit of glutes. And of course, we always work a little bit arms since this is total body fitness, but we're going to get started with some high knees, picking up the knees right and left. And then take these knees out to the side, maybe a little slower. Four, three, two, and one. Go wide with your stance so we can just do some easy twists. Feel the belly button pull in. And then second position plie, getting into the inner thighs. You're gonna bend the knees, straighten the legs. Staying in that second position, bent knee position, arms come out to the side, palms up and palms down and back. Four more. Three, two, and one. Straighten the legs and squeeze your tush. Pull your belly button in. And release. Bring the legs, shake it together. Shake it, shake it. Side bends. Tighten the thighs, hand to hip, right hand into the air, and reach. Change. 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 And release. Shoulder rolls. And shake the arms. You're going to go up and down onto the balls of the feet. All right, let's come onto your back, and you're gonna need your ball. If you don't have a ball, that's okay. On your back, you're gonna put the ball underneath your bum. Hips come up. Feet go up. Finding the balance and steadiness. And once you are there and ready to go, you're gonna lower your right leg towards the mat. Keep the leg straight and bring it up. Left leg lowers and bring it up. Alternating L. Four, three, two, and one. Flex your feet, open the legs to a V, and close the legs. Open to a V, and close the legs. Open, and close, and open, and close. Bend your knees into your chest. Remove the ball. Bring both legs back up into the air. Lift your head and shoulders, reaching the arms forward. Lower both legs halfway down for a partial hollow body hold. Bend the knees into your chest. One more time, both legs go up. Lift head and shoulders. And then lower the legs, part way down. And bring it back in. Wind removing pose, you're gonna hold onto your right knee and extend your left leg, hover it over the mat. Instead of letting it rest down, lift it. Change. Hovering. Change. And change. Bring both knees in. Feet are going to go wide on your mat. We're going to do the 90-90 rolls or the windshield wiper. Roll the knees side to side, get a stretch. Maybe even an adjustment in your lower back. And then bring your feet together. Bridge pose, but with your bridge, let's take the arms up over your shoulders, straight up towards the ceiling, lift your hips up. Bring the right arm over your ear. Bring it back to center, left arm over the ear. Back to center, right arm. Center and left arm. And center, lower down, knees to chest. Make your way onto hands and knees. Bird dog. Right leg is going to extend behind you, lift it off the mat. Make sure your hips are parallel. Some ways to do that is making sure your knee and your toe are pointing down towards the floor or slightly inward, making an internal rotation. Then take your left arm forward. Change. Nice straight leg in the back, hips come parallel. Right arm reach. Change, let's go one more round. Change. And a quick stretch, child's pose. And here's where you're gonna need your resistance band. I'm gonna recommend something pretty heavy. You're gonna put it around your feet, and we're gonna do slow mountain climbers, but we're only gonna do one leg at a time. So, once you get it around your feet, come into plank, and you're gonna pull your right knee in, holding it there, and release. Just enough so you don't lose your band. We're gonna do 4 strong pull and holds on each side. Here we go. Strong core, strong arms, pull that leg in, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Pull again, same leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Pull again. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, and nice. Come on down, shake it out. Whew. If that doesn't get the blood pumping, I don't know. If you don't have a band, it's way harder with the band, especially I got the extra heavy on. Whew. Let's do it. Back into plank. Pull that knee, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and pull again. 5, 4, 3, 2, and pull again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pull again. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Keeping the band on your feet, you're gonna come onto your back and we're gonna do that same pulling action, but now reclined on your back. So you want your feet flexed so you can pull your right knee in. You're gonna pull it in really strong here, but try not to use your hands, right? Because you're gonna straighten that other leg. And I think this band's too hard for this. I'm gonna switch my band to something a little easier. maybe just a heavy or extra heavy, not the extra, extra. You're gonna need to straighten my leg. You're gonna straighten that leg. You're gonna lift your head, lift your arms, reach forward and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. And go again. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Go again. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Woo. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, and take a minute. Phew. Now, another thing you could be doing instead of using the band is just pushing on that leg. So if it didn't have a band, you can push on your leg to create resistance. Let's do the other side. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Go again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more times. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Woo. Take your band off your legs. Bring both legs up in the air. Point and flex your feet. Now we're going to take a circle. So you're going to take the legs open wide, circle down, about halfway to the floor, and then back up. Now if you want to continue strengthening the neck, you can lift your head and shoulders, open the legs, circle, close, and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's go to 8, 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. Knees come in, rest. Windshield wiper those legs again to release tension. And roll on up. All right. Next, you're going to need your blocks if you so choose to use blocks. And it's just so that you're lifted a little bit higher off the ground. We're going to do the twisted lunge, or also known as the world's greatest stretch. So you're going to let's bring your left foot forward, your right foot back, lifting the back knee, going into a really, really low lunge. Then you're going to take your your left arm up to the ceiling and twisting. So you're getting a little bit of a stretch in those hip, groin, belly in, and change. Other side, right leg forward, left leg back, belly in, tight leg in the back, keep the hips low. Right hand comes up, twisting to the right towards your front leg. And let's go one more round. Change legs. Hips are down low. Back leg strong. Arm comes up. And change. And release. Nice job. Let's step it up forward. All right, let's do just a little bit of arm work, giving the legs and everything a break. So let's grab, medium to heavy weights for some bicep curls. Okay, your palms are going to go forward, elbows stay tucked in. Let's do 10 of these. Strong core. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. Next, we're gonna go over the head and do a tricep extension. Let's do one arm at a time. So pick your arm, take it up over the head. Stomach is strong, knees are soft. Now you can use your free hand as a support or to help keep that other arm steady as you bend and straighten. All right, or not. Here we go. 10 on each side. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. Bending the elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I don't know about you all, but I had one arm a little bit weaker than the other arm. All right, let's change out to the light weights. I'm gonna grab 3s. All right, we're gonna do front arm raise. So strong core, I'm gonna bring the arms straight forward with the palms down. If that works for you in your shoulder, you need to take it with the palms facing inward, that's just fine as well. And we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Do 2 more, 9, and 10. Bent over flies, soft knees. Gonna hinge forward. Gonna bring the arms out to the side but slightly back. That's gonna help keep your neck long, okay? And we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Shake out, keep the weights. We're now gonna do a lateral raise. I'd like you to do it with the palms facing forward and the thumbs going up, but if that causes pain and discomfort in your shoulder, you can always turn the palms down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. What? I don't know about you, but I'm just feeling the fire burn in my shoulders. But if not, it might be time for you to go a little heavier in your weights. All right, guys, you're gonna change out. Put those down. You're gonna go back to your heavy band. We're gonna put it around your feet again. And here would be a good opportunity maybe to hold on to the side wall, the finger. You're gonna lift one leg. You're gonna bend the knee, and you're gonna pull it up as high as you can, working that hip flexor again. Okay, you can do it without, but I'd rather you kind of even hold a little fingertip to the wall just to give you that extra little bit of stability so you can really pull it up. 1, 2. If you don't have a band, you can push down your leg. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How about one more for 8? 8. I was using an extra heavy band, not the extra. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, take that off. Okay, we're gonna come back down to hands and knees and work the glute a little. So let's start with a hip circle. You're going to bring your right leg behind you, straight up like a donkey kick. And then you're going to turn the leg going external rotation, but keep the knee back behind you. And then bring it back up to a donkey kick. Let's start with that first. So opening and closing, keeping the knee back behind you. We're going to get to the fire hydrant in a minute. So a couple of these, donkey kick with rotation. Let's try 2 more. And last one. Other side, donkey kick. And then you're gonna try to keep the leg lifted, keep the knee behind you, bring the foot. Feels like it's coming a little bit across my body, but no twist, core is strong. Almost feels like a little windshield wiper. 2 more. And 1 more. All right, now this time what we will do is we will do that same move and then bring the knee out to the side. I'm gonna turn a different direction so that you guys can maybe see a little bit better. That right leg is gonna come up behind you. You're gonna then tip it to the side, right, inward. And then you're gonna bring it into fire hydrant as close up towards your shoulder as you can go, and then lower down. All right, let's try the other side. Donkey kick. And then you're gonna start to let that leg rotate, bring the foot parallel to the floor, and then fire hydrant. Bring it way up near your shoulder if you can without bending elbows, and lower down. You should feel your butt working. Here we go. Lift, rotate, fire hydrant, pull, pull, pull tight, and lower down. Other side. Donkey kick, rotate, pull in tight, arms stay straight, and lower down. Going again, right leg, lift, rotate, pull in tight, lower down, left leg, lift, rotate, pull in tight, lower down. Oh, we got 1 more. Lift, rotate, pull in, lower down, and lift, rotate, pull in, and lower down. Nice, come onto your seat and land in a 90-90 position with 1 leg in front, 1 leg behind. You're going to hinge forward. It's gonna feel a little bit like pigeon pose, those that do yoga. You're gonna bring the hands out in front of you, flex your feet, and hinge forward till you feel a stretch, and then come back up to seated. Hinging forward, and come back up, and hinging forward, and come back up. Change legs. Flex feet, nice 90-degree angle on both sides. Hinging forward, come back up, hinge forward, come back up, hinge forward, and come back up. Let's go back to the starting side. We're gonna add a little something, something. So the first thing you're gonna add to this is the leg in front is going to lift. So you're gonna try to lift the leg using that hip flexor and core, then lower down, then you're gonna hinge forward. Then you're gonna try to lift your whole back leg. Maybe the foot first is a starting point. Maybe you can get the knee as well. That's a real big shot. You might get a cramp in your butt. Come back up. Front leg, lift it up. Lower down, hinge forward, and maybe it's just the foot, maybe it's just the knee, or maybe you can do the whole thing. Try again. Lift, hinge forward, and experiment with what you can do in the back side. 1 more time, making it 4 times. All right, let's try other side. Oh, we gotta stay back first. Lift front leg, lower, a little hinge forward, lift maybe foot, maybe knee, maybe the whole leg. Come back up. Pull front leg. For me, that's super easy. It's this part that's really tired. Maybe the foot, maybe the knee, maybe the whole thing for half a second. Try again, lift front leg. Hinge it forward, back foot, knee, whole leg. And last one, front leg, lower, back foot, knee, whole leg. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, so come back onto your back. We're gonna do bicycle holds. So you're gonna pull the right knee in, extend the left leg, and you're gonna twist over to the side. Now you can keep your hands behind your head in support. You can reach it forward. We're gonna hold this position. Your leg is hovered. 5, 4, 3, 2, and change, other side. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and take a minute to rest. Windshield wipers, feet go wide, and roll the knees side to side. All right, you're gonna need your heavy weight, just one of them or 2 light weights if that's what you've got. We're going to do skull crushers over the head with a heel tap. So arms go up and slightly more over your vision so that you're not straight up in the air feeling like you're just balancing. I want you to feel tension here. You're gonna bend the elbows to about a 90-degree angle, and then you're gonna bring the weights over the head, tapping onto the floor, and then you're gonna bring it back up. Now that may be all that you wanna do, but if you wanna make it harder, you're gonna bring those feet up into a dead bug position. As you bring the weight over the head, you're gonna tap a heel, then bring it back to center. Then switch, tap a heel, bring it back to center. If you're like, that's too easy, Stephanie, what's wrong with you? You're going to do both heels, but just make sure your back doesn't arch. You want to keep a neutral spine. And maybe the heels don't go all the way down, or maybe they come close and come back in. Just remember, you're not trying to let the back and the pelvis do a lot of movement or tipping, okay? So go where you feel comfortable. And let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, and 10. Ooh, excellent. All right, next we're gonna come into a side plank. Now we're gonna use that inner thigh groin. So option here on the hand or on the elbow. I still like the elbow option. I think it's actually, I don't know, I just like it not on my wrist, but it's up to you. So let me show you what you're looking to do. You're going to put your top leg on the mat, either your hand or elbow down, and then you're gonna try to lift your bottom leg up, okay? Now, if you're down on your elbow, it's gonna be maybe a little more challenging because now you're flatter and more horizontal to the floor versus at an incline, okay? So maybe that's why I also like the elbow, it's harder. But I feel also stronger. So lift it up, you know, with that top leg. We're gonna hold this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change sides. All right, top leg is straight. Lifting up. Strong inner thigh. Hand up where you need it, or maybe still on the ground, and lift that bottom leg. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. If that was easy, then you're going to try it with a chair or ottoman. So, let me grab my trusty chair. You're gonna put your top foot on the chair. Gonna lift yourself up into plank, keep the bottom leg down. And then balance and lift. I don't know, maybe it's more fun this way. Straighten the leg out in front of you. That'll give you an extra challenge. And rest. Do the other side. Oh, there we go. Leg up. Now remember, if you got just the foot on the chair versus more of the leg on the chair, that will make it harder too. So the more leg on the chair, easier. Here we go. Lift it up. And straighten that leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow, I'm way stronger on the other side. Oh, I don't know about you all. That was a doozy. The next thing you can do is the same thing, and you can go up and down with the hips. Okay, so we're gonna do it again. You have the option to hold, or lifting up, and you're gonna lower and push up. Lift up, lift up. See how many you can do. I only did 3 on that side. Wow. Count them out, see what you can do today. And then you're gonna switch to the other side. Maybe you can do more, maybe do less. It's good to know, right? I always try to do that weaker side another time. Lift it up and try to go down and up. 2, 3. Maybe I can only do 3 on each side. Takes a lot of inner thigh strength, core strength, shoulder strength. Whew. All right, we're gonna go back to the bootleg. And what we're gonna do is a hip airplane, but we're gonna start on the knees first. So, hands and knees. You're gonna extend your right leg behind you and keep your hips parallel to the floor. And then keeping the arms straight, shoulders stay parallel, you're gonna twist, lifting up that right hip way up to the ceiling. And then you're gonna bring it back down. And when you bring it back down, go parallel, but see if you can go a little bit further down. How far can you go into that hip socket? And then push it all the way back up, getting as much range as possible. Okay, butt works. 1, 2, belly in, 3, 2 more, that went big range. 4, and 5, other side. So starting parallel, open the hip, belly in, arms stay straight, and then bring it to parallel and see if you can let that hip come even closer to the floor, getting deeper into your right hip socket. And then push it all the way back through parallel, all the way back up, all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice, down dog and pedal out your feet, bending right and left. You can stretch a little bit. And nice. Come on down. Whew. All right. Let's do another hip flexor exercise. Grabbing blocks, and if you don't have blocks, that's okay. You can always use a weight as a target. I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna put the blocks near the feet. I don't know if you can see because Ray has decided to join us today. He sometimes does, sometimes he doesn't. You're gonna sit up tall and you're gonna try to lift a foot up and over a block and up and over the block. The more you lean back, the easier this is and the higher you get your leg. All right, I can really get it up if I lean back. But if I'm sitting up tall, Especially after all that hip flexor work, this becomes way more challenging. Gotta train Ray to jump over the blocks. Wouldn't that be fun? That would be fun. Up and over. Up and over. Let's do one more, finish it out. Nice. Take a windshield wiper here, seated. So knees are bent, you're gonna roll the legs side. Maybe sit all the way up. And roll, other side, sit all the way up. And roll. And roll. All right, we're gonna go back to the twist. So blocks if needed. Gonna come into a lunge. Gonna bring your right foot forward, left foot back. You're gonna lift your back knee. We're gonna twist. Bring the right hand now, this time behind your back, and turn to the side. Feel the inner thigh zip up. Your back leg is strong. And then bring the hand down, lower the back knee down, getting a stretch through the groin, hip flexor. Try to bring your chest and shoulders up. Coming back to lunge, change sides. Twisting first, tighten the back leg, turn to the left, wrap the arm behind your back and squeeze those inner thighs, belly in. And then bring the hand down, lower the back knee down, and start to lift head and shoulders. And release. Let's go wide-legged forward fold. So standing back up, bring your feet open wide. Going to bring the hands down to the floor. Going to widen your stance, and we're going to go into Skandasana or side lunge. Your toes can be forward, they can be pointed open. No matter what it is, I want you to feel the stretch on the inner thigh. It's a lot of what we worked today. And a lot of what we worked today was building stability through your sacroiliac joint, your hips and your core. All these are good things to try to help prevent lower back pain. And then heel toe your feet a little closer together and go deeper into a forward fold, getting now hamstring stretch. Make your way to standing. Bring your feet together and shake it out. Hip rolls, bring the knee across the body, lift it up and sweep it as far out to the side as you can. And maybe notice the difference from now to maybe when you started with some high knees. Maybe you can get higher. Maybe it's easier, more fluid. And then come up under the balls of your feet, ballerina style. And lower down. With your feet closer together, we're gonna do another forward fold. You can bend the knees so you can get your belly to go flat onto your thighs. Hands come down. Relax your shoulders and your head. And then come down onto your knees. We're going to use the ball for a light back bend. You can also use just like a pillow behind your back. So I'm placing it right between the shoulder blades, not the lower back and not too high up. And then we're gonna lie down onto that. Your butt's gonna stay down on the ground, your knees are gonna be bent, and you're gonna support your head. I also like to support the head using a block. And bring the head down to the mat and letting the arms open for a stretch through your chest and your shoulders. You can also start to lengthen out the legs. This is also fish pose supported. And then bend your knees back up. Remove your block if you were using it and your ball. We're going to do reclined pigeon. Crossing right foot over the left knee and then draw the knees in. And release, other side. Open the knee and then draw them in. And then both feet on the floor, and we're gonna do a butterfly type exercise. So we're gonna allow the knees to fall open where the soles of the feet come together, but we're gonna bring them back up, okay? So you're gonna open and close, and the object is to try to do them evenly, like butterfly wings. And then you're gonna try to do one leg at a time. So when you do the right leg opening, you're gonna try not to let your left leg move or let your left hip come off the floor, and then bring it back up. And the left leg's gonna come out. Try not to let your right leg move or your hips, and come back up. So it's a little bit of a core exercise, a little bit of still inner thigh, hip flexors. Also a little mind over body. One more time to each side. And then draw the knees into the chest. We're gonna roll over onto your side for a spinal twist. Now this spinal twist, if you would like to do, you can do what's called the cat's tail. So you're gonna bring your top leg in front so you got access to grab your bottom foot with your hand, the opposite hand. So I've got my left hand grabbing my right foot. And I'm gonna now bring that knee more straight down onto the mat, and then open up into a twist. And release. Then switch to the other side. You're gonna roll on over. You're gonna grab your bottom foot. I'm grabbing left with right, and then I'm gonna try to bring the knee straight in line with me or down towards the mat. The top leg may come off the floor a little bit. Of course, the knee will, but the foot can stay off the floor if it needs. It's getting a nice quad stretch and glute, all for the price of one. And release. Coming back into center, draw your knees into your chest. Both legs straight up in the air, point and flex. Draw the knees in, a little roll from side to side. And that's it. All right, guys, make your way up to seated. It was a pleasure working with you guys today. We'll see you next time.